Hello everyone and welcome to this new review. I'm very happy to see you again. Today I'm going to test for you a machine that I've been waiting for a little while, which was funded on Kickstarter and is supposed to let us make plant-based milk at home in just a few moments. I want to see how it works, if it's really effective, and I suggest we get started right away. So the product is called Milky Multiplante. It was created by a British entrepreneur and I received it in this beautiful box that's simple but effective. With this device, you're supposed to be able to make milk in just 3 minutes using any type of ingredient, whether it's almonds, cashews, or even rolled oats. As usual, we'll start with the unboxing. Well, apparently the box has already been opened since it went through customs, now that the United Kingdom is no longer in the European Union. So, apparently we have some stickers, that's always nice. Here we have a little plantable thank you card. If you're not familiar with the concept, it's actually paper with seeds embedded in it, and you just have to put it in the soil and water it, and in a few weeks, plants will appear. Here we have a QR code, another little card with seeds to plant, and the product itself is right here. Oops, it's well packaged, but they don't seem to use plastic, so that's actually a good thing. So here we have a glass bottle that will allow us to store the mixture. Of course, they offer others on their website. And here we have the machine itself, which I'm going to discover for the first time with you. I forgot this accessory that lets us measure the ingredients. Okay. Ah! No, well, that's a shame. I ordered from the official website and was redirected to the European store, specifically the one that delivers to France, and I still ended up with a plug that isn't compatible. That's pretty disappointing. Fortunately, I have what I need at home to solve this problem, so okay. Well, the device itself is pretty nice. It's actually not bad. It kind of looks like a big coffee machine with a slightly futuristic design. I guess I need to put the plate in. Metal one right here. There we go. And the bottle will go in this spot. As you can see, on the front part we have the different buttons of the Milky Multiplante, which are of course touch sensitive. On top there's a hatch with a mixer where we'll put our different ingredients. And on the back we have our water tank. And that's it. Now, we're going to be able to test the device with 3 different recipes. So for the first recipe, we're going to start with a classic, which is almond milk. So to begin, I'm going to remove the tank. So I press here. In the end, as you can see, it stays in place. So I was wrong earlier. I apologize for that. I'm going to put water inside until it reaches the maximum level. There you go. That's actually quite a lot. There we go. Perfect. Now I'll put this back in place. As you can see, there's no problem at all, and I'll lock it back into place. Now I'm going to open the lid on top. We'll add our almonds now. Things get a bit tricky since the official website has recipe sheets like the one I'm using. And let me tell you, they're a bit contradictory. In the first sentence, they tell us that you need to fill a cup of almonds for it to work. The ingredient list shows 1/3 of a cup, so that's already a different amount. Clearly, there's a small issue here. And in their official video, however, they say you have to fill the device up to the maximum level, which once again is a different amount. So I'm just going to follow my instinct and fill the utensil that comes with it. Otherwise, I don't see what it's for. So these are shelled almonds that I bought at the store. I'm going to pour them into my blender. And as you can see, there's a line here that shows the maximum level. Let's see how it goes. Ah, okay. Well, it looks like it's good. So we have our answer. They just need to make a small correction on their website, and as they recommend, I'm also going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract for flavor. Well, that's optional. Now I can close the lid, and you have to close it properly, otherwise the machine won't start. So I'm going to press the on button. Holding it for 2 seconds should turn the machine on. Perfect. And now all that's left is to press the central Milky Multiplante button to start the milk making process. And now, this is supposed to take us a maximum of 3 minutes. I'm going to start a timer. And now it's, there's quite a blender inside. It's really powerful when it comes to the blender. Okay. Okay, I didn't expect that, but it made sense. There was, Currently, it's mixing the almonds. As you can see, the machine drew in the water. There it is, it's coming out. Okay. Yeah. So now we're at almost 2 minutes. And the bottle is filling up. Is it overflowing or not? No, I don't know what's happening. Why isn't the machine stopping? Okay, Well, for once, it wasn't a lie. The machine actually did its job in just 3 minutes. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed. I'm going to take out the bottle, trying not to spill it. There we go. Perfect. And here's what it looks like. The bottle is well filled. It looks appealing. I'm going to pour this into a glass. Incredible. It really has the color of milk. There's even foam. Visually, for now, it's a total success. Now all that's left is to taste it. Well, it really smells like almonds. Well, listen, I don't think it's bad. Maybe I would have liked it to be a bit more concentrated. The taste isn't light, but it's not super strong or really pronounced either. But in terms of flavor, for me, it's totally approved and it's really ultra smooth. There are really no pieces, no debris. It's purely juice. Well, listen, this first recipe is approved as far as I'm concerned. It's a good start. If you ever make your own plant-based milk at home, feel free to let me know what you think, if it seems faster and more efficient than your usual methods. I think it could help more than one person. And for those wondering where the rest of the almonds went, well, apparently there's a container that collects the pulp and it's right here. Let's check it out together. Okay, so you just have to turn it and it unlocks. And indeed, here we have a kind of centrifuge with the leftovers on the sides that we can use in other recipes. I was afraid it would be hard to get out, but apparently that's not the case. We just have to rinse it and we can move on to another recipe. So let's get started with the second recipe. This time I'm going to make banana oat milk. I'll start by putting this part back in place, which was pretty easy to clean. And now I can add the ingredients, starting of course with rolled oats. So once again, this is a recipe that's available on their website. I think that's pretty cool. There we go, so we need 50 grams of it. So this time it's much fuller inside because I'm going to add half a banana. I'll cut it into small pieces. It'll probably be easier for the machine. There we go. And for a bit of sweetness, I'm also going to add a teaspoon of maple syrup. I close the lid and here we go again. So now the water level is going down. And I hadn't noticed it earlier, but there's a kind of timer on the top. This time it's vibrating a little and there's much less foam, which is strange. Okay, it looks like we're good. I'll take this out. It smells really good. There's a banana scent. It's amazing. It makes you want to try it, but I've never tasted it before. Actually, I don't remember ever tasting oat milk, so we'll see how it turns out. And as you can see, the machine has a few small leaks. Well, it's not a big deal, but it's a bit of a shame for an electronic product at this price. We'll see how it goes. The milk looks just a little bit thicker than the first one. At the same time, that's normal since we added banana. Anyway, it looks really appealing. All right, let's taste this banana oat milk. I'm less of a fan. I prefer the almond flavor. But hey, that's just personal preference. One thing's for sure, it works. I'm curious to see what's left of the banana in the blender. All right, let's open it. That's impressive. Everything's gone. I'll clean up and then we can start the last recipe. And to finish, I suggest we try another type of milk made from cashew nuts. This time it's going to be a real discovery for me. So this time I'm going to use 60 grams of cashew nuts. There we go. I'm also going to add a few strawberry pieces. And for sweetness, a bit of honey. Perfect. Now, honestly, this really makes me want to try it. Well, I wanted to before too, but in the end, it wasn't good. But now, honestly, I have high hopes that I'll like it. And here we go again. And there you go. My strawberry plant-based milk is ready. To be honest with you, I was expecting something a bit more colorful. Maybe I didn't put in enough strawberries. There is a slight pinkish tint. Well, it's very subtle, but it's there. Let's go. I'm going to taste it. Here, the taste of cashew is unmistakable. It doesn't taste like strawberries at all. I think I messed up on that part. But as far as milk goes, it's actually really good. I feel like this one is the thickest of the three. Honestly, I think it's my favorite. This one gets my approval. Now it's time for the final verdict on this plant-based milk machine. Honestly, it's actually a pretty good surprise. Aside from the fact that the plug isn't the right one and there are some small leaks, I think the product itself is very well designed. You don't need an app, you don't need any special aluminum or plastic refills or anything like that. You just buy bulk ingredients and it works with just water added. Honestly, it's a good old-fashioned machine, but it fits current trends and what people are looking for these days. The price is a bit high, but it's made by independent makers. It doesn't come from a big brand or a large company. So I do understand that it might cost a bit more at first, and I guess if it becomes more popular, obviously there will be models that get cheaper and cheaper. As you can see, this test gets my approval. Anyway, that's it. It's over now. I hope you had a good time with me. If you want more videos like this, feel free to suggest things for me to test in the comments. And as for me, I'll see you very soon for new adventures. Goodbye.